Hello, I'm jashykins, and welcome to another little vlog review, this time of The Walking Dead episode Spend. Some big things happened this episode, which was really funny because for a little bit people were saying, this is too slow. And one of the biggest things was really the most disturbing death. It's like one of the hardest to watch, if not the hardest. Herschel's death, has to run for its money to beat it, but still. Yeah, even the crew members who would, watch and take a peek at the playbacks were just like, we're going to sit this one out. It was, of course, Noah's death. And yeah, it was not easy to take. I was like, I think I can take this. And earlier in the episode, this one Alexandrian because of grenade, gets pushed onto these two pieces of mail are sticking out of him, making it really impossible for him to move or leave. And I was like, that's disturbing. Okay, episode, I think I've got it covered. And the Noah's death came, and Glenn is just like inches away from him, and his face gets pushed onto the glass as his face gets stripped, and I was like, ugh. And for those of you keeping count, this is the first time Glenn has sort of been responsible for someone's death. Yeah, he has seen his other, group members die. That's like given during apocalypse, but he's never been in a position where it's been his duty to save the person. So that's really hard for Glenn, and there's a reason why he beats up that Alexandrian, because if that Alexandrian had helped, Noah might still be alive. And God, that was just, it's really hard to take. And of course Noah had to be an idiot and go, I'm going to have hopes and dreams in the apocalypse, because of course he's going to die. Sadly, this isn't going to be all about my reaction to Noah's death, although that's the only thing I really wanted to talk about. After the episode ended, I was like, I just want to talk with everyone just about this one thing. But also in the episode, connecting to Noah's death, is the Alexandrians' leave every man behind policy. Because the Alexandrian who might have been able to save Noah in that situation, and if that Alexandrian had actually taken note to look for all the exits in case of emergencies, this might not have happened. Glenn, is just a good guy, and Rick's group is sort of like that. Leave no idiot behind. Even though the idiot, should have just been left for dead so they could go to one of the exits and not have Noah die. And even at the construction site with Abraham, like, the people were just more than ready to leave one of their people behind. It's just like, no, that's not the way you survive in the apocalypse. Yeah, that might be great for the short term, but if you're trying to build a life out here, you sort of have to keep your members alive, which means risking. Which means you sort of have to do Rick's code and not just run away. This episode, Noah's death, had me, looking away, and words might have come out of my mouth, I don't know, but it's like all the rage, anger, fear, mostly fear and disgust that I felt during that scene, Father Gabriel made me feel that, but just in all those mixed emotions, just with anger. He backstabbed the group. he goes and Deanna and is like saying, oh, these people, Rick's group is horrible and they've done horrible things and, they're not to be trusted. And Deanna's like, they sort of admitted that at the beginning, but he's like, no, they're horrible, they're Satan. And, throwing these people who helped this defenseless pastor, because what happened, they saved him from being eaten by walkers at the beginning, and they protected him all the way to Alexandria. They have risked their lives for him, and he instead say, hey, don't trust the group, which is going to make it really hard for them to get around when shit starts to hit the fan, because Sasha is losing it. Carol wants to kill Pete, and Deanna's son, the guy that got impaled by the metal, onto the metal, is going to come back dead, and of course that's not going to be good. So Father Gabriel is seriously fucking them over, and he pretends to be this righteousness, when in reality he locked his congregation. For those of you not in the know, that means all the people that came to his church outside to be eaten by walkers. He is far from blameless. If he's going to start pointing these fingers at other people, he better be pointing them at himself and saying, yeah, I did bad shit too. Shit. I was like, fuck you, Father Gabriel. I actually don't want him to die this season, because I want to really relish his death, which means it has to come maybe next season. Like maybe the premiere. I fucking hate him right now. And my final thoughts on The Walking Dead episode Spend. It really, really picked up the pace. For a few episodes, none of the characters have died. And this episode, yeah, I just know it's like just, oh god, graphic, and then he was a nice guy and he was going to help, and yeah, it's just, I have a lot of feelings on that. I might do a blog post later on that if I have time and I let my mind settle down. Oh god, this and if you have any questions about anything I said in the video or things I didn't mention about the episode, because there's only a limited amount of time, comment below so I can answer your questions. I have been Jashykins, owner at jashykins.blogspot.com. If you go to my blog, you can see vlog reviews like these. Probably in a few days or maybe in a week, I'll get started on my Project Almanac multi-vlog review. And the Dragon Cave, the multi-dragon giveaway, will be in a few days. I just have to wait for my current eggs to hatch so I have room to put the giveaway eggs in. Yeah. And if you go to my blog on the sidebar thingy, you can see where else I'm on the web and say hi. I have a writing shop. If you want to draw something for the upcoming giveaway, there's a link on the sidebar about rules and benefits, so that'd be. And if you're watching this on the YouTubes, the link in the description to donate your account if you donate your Twitter and or Facebook accounts to my campaign. Thank you very much, and until next video, goodbye.